Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, we have an interesting show already. I think I kind of feel where the vibe is coming from. Um, I don't want to completely say they're ripping off or anything, or say it's the same creator, but it feels a lot like Sazuba, the people who okay, I picked the wrong character for this mission. Pretty much, it feels like the person who was reincarnated because of fairly bad reasons of why he died, and instead of taking something very powerful with him, he winds up taking the princess, or the princess, the goddess, who was laughing at him the whole time. So she pretty much suffers for her like being rude and has to go to the world with them. But for some reason, this show gives me that vibe with its main character because he's just like utterly useless for some reason. But it was only due to him not awakening at the right time. He really needed to see the people he cared about in danger for that awakened state to kind of kick in. So that was kind of weird. Other than that, though, I feel as if it's going to be dumb funny because not only did the show start with, him falling from the sky and one person noticing him, and we find out, more about that girl that noticed him, and she's like the true brokenest character that we've seen so far, and she's amazing. Princess Strike, by the way. Um, that being said, we then get to see just how much different stuff has gone into making him, supposedly the one and sending him here, all to find out that was just getting destroyed by the same animal over and over, and it was the wolves, like these weird looking googly eyes. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna continue to do these really weird animals and stuff like that. Usual animals that have, basic designs that are supposed to look scary and look all intimidating and stuff like that, but they completely just took that design and was just like, okay, let's just make them look really stupid. And it worked. It really worked. Or at least they nailed the whole make them look stupid thing. So I don't I don't know what to expect from this show, and that's why I think I'm so on board. It's because no one should be able to suspect what's gonna come next, besides just like random craziness. Um, Once we see not only what the crazy strong princess can do after getting her sword stolen, a sword that I'm guessing if she had it, she would have been even stronger. We're in a position then all of a sudden where everything we see afterwards is um, kind of weird in the grand scheme of just whoever is around shows up and either has a reason or has some reason, but either it's good or bad. And with all the bad people so far, from stealing swords from people that they're tricking, um, and pretty much this girl who summons up all of these mushrooms that are ginormous and pretty much just has them go ham and attack everybody. So it's really, really random. And the parts that really gave me the vibes of that show I was telling you guys about is when they when they win or lose or just stuff like that and it pops up huge on the screen. That's what really harpened me back to that Sasuba show. Um, if you want to look up anything on it, just look up the goddess Aqua, and you'll find the show I'm talking about. But everything they kind of do has a bigger meaning. Like for instance, the mission they're on with the mushrooms, and them quote unquote winning. They get this ginormous win sign, and it looks amazing, all gold. But when you go back and look at all their losses, or just the L's that they take, there's a certain face that this like elf girl makes every single time. It has me dead because you know good and well that whatever kind of happens here on out, we'll probably continue to see more reasons for that face to be made. It's like this X'd out mouth and really wide eyes. Because she's the girl that's his guide when he's sent down from the ground, sent down from the sky down to Earth, or whatever this place is called. Um, he is pretty much in a position where what money is good for, he try to eat the money, all these different stuff. But that's another characteristic of the show that I like is not only is he, supposedly strong and brave because he tried to protect someone at the end of his life, or at least before he got hit unconscious to the point where he was not capable of, even being awake or whatever the case may be. Um, he comes back and he uses his first little power of the divine or whatever the heck you want to call it, and it just gives us a good understanding of his role in this all. Like, even if he isn't the best fighter, even if he isn't the strongest, his role is to pretty much be there and give them these necessary buffs and chances to stand up for themselves, which I think is the better way of making a main character into a support character, including with what they're already kind of setting up for the guy. Is there's a lot of ladies. There's a whole bunch of ladies, and it seems like they could all benefit from this ability that he has. As long as they're near him, they're going to get a ridiculous amount of a boost, and that's the type of stuff that should be interesting to see with all the different types of characters we see right before the show comes to an end. Knowing that they're all probably going to be special in their own types of ways in fighting or magic, whatever that you have you. That's the type of stuff I'm looking forward to seeing, and just seeing where they actually go with all of it, because of course they can make him strong. There's no reason for him to be weak throughout the whole entire series. But I feel like it's fun to have a lot of other characters actually shining brighter than the main character in the actual combat, just because he's giving support in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what it was, but I did like that aspect of the storytelling. So let me know if you enjoyed it, or if you even watched this show, and what you think, because as of right now, I see it being decent. Like I say, with a lot of shows, there's a potential in a lot of things, but once certain things pick up, and if it has the same type of formula through and through, and it doesn't change it up much every episode, that kind of hurts it. Or if it's just really predictable, stuff like that. But other than that, like I said, I can't tell you what I think is going to happen in the next couple, because I just don't know. The show is really weird. Clearly the guy is going to get some of his memories back here and there, but the most he's actually said was money important learned. And uh, I hope, like, let's take care of each other, something along the line, like, watch over me and I'll watch over you. I don't know, something really simple, right? um, and that's practically all he's shown to understand as of now, and that's where the show also kind of is cool to me, because he has a big learning curve. He needs to get in the hang of talking, being courteous, just making money, all this different stuff that he kind of forgot is getting taught to him slowly but surely, and I think that's a really fun thing for me to watch anyway. So I hope you guys either enjoy it, or let me know what you think about it. If you didn't like it, why is it, or just in general, just holla at your boy. But overall, I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you as soon as possible. If something else comes out, or a show that you guys watch and you see that I'm not reviewing it or something, you could always let me know and I'll try to check it out. But if I can't be passionate about it and I'm just kind of harping on it the whole time, I don't usually like to put this out. Unless I'm, like I said, passionate, and I'm only being harsh on a show because I want it to be better. For instance, Boruto, like I just wanted the show to be better, and now that it's in a better state, I don't even got to tell people to go watch it because they're already, looking forward to the same thing I am. And that's just my passion of wanting it to be at where it should and it not already being there because of whatever the case may be. And that's, I'll tell you straight up, I don't have no problem holding that in. But regardless of all that, I will talk to you when we get something else to put on the channel. So with all that being said, thank you so much for the support, everybody. I really do hope I get to hear from you guys sooner than later, or just get to see that you're still watching and enjoying. So with all that being said, take care and peace. Remember when you killed me in my beginning of the video? We getting revenge. We getting revenge. Scream on him.